Could representations of nature in art have an impact on your well-being? Could floral prints make you happier? Could ocean photography make you calmer? Could your grandma's embroidery put you in a better mood? Do objects representing nature have an effect on us? So in this video, I would like to talk about what are the latest findings on human well-being regarding art representing nature and all the practical ways you might be able to implement these in your home. By the end of this video, you'll know how to use nature-inspired artwork to reduce stress, boost your mood, enhance your creativity, and support your overall well-being. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Anna. I'm a licensed architect based in Europe, and in this channel, I distill decades of architectural education and experience into small bite-sized lessons to teach you how to design your home. So let's get into it. Stress reduction. The first claim is that just looking at images of nature can help us reduce stress levels. Studies by Rachel and Stephen Kaplan and many other subsequent studies show that viewing nature, even in pictures, can reduce stress. For example, laboratory studies found that people were able to recover faster from stress by watching nature artwork than study participants who watched some scrambled images. Similarly, studies in prisons found that inmates who watched nature videos reported feeling calmer and had 26% fewer violent infractions than those who did not. The video's calming effect was noted to last for several hours, and inmates reported improvements in mood and even sleep quality. So how might you make use of this finding in your home? One way to do this is to implement more art canvases depicting calming natural settings. A good place for this kind of art is opposite to the entryway in a room. When you enter a room, having a beautiful piece of art that the eye can see can be a simple way to give your mind moments of rest without making a conscious effort. This might be art placed at the end of a long corridor or perhaps over a mantelpiece. Pretty much any location where our eye would naturally stop just by following the home's natural flow of movement would be a good place. Other great locations can be opposite to the couch or opposite to the bed, so that when you sit down on the couch or on the bed, your eyes can rest on a piece of nature art without making the extra effort to look for the art in the room. Another simple thing you can do if you have a big digital screen TV is to make use of the ambient function. The ambient function turns your TV into an interactive canvas, displaying high-definition art, nature photography, and even videos of nature. One of my favorites is the aquarium display. I have always loved aquariums, but keeping fish alive is really hard, I found out as a child, and seeing dead fish truly saddens me. So the ambient function of a TV takes all that away, allowing you to have the experience of an aquarium without the hassle of dead fish. You can of course use this function to display any other scene that you love. You can even mask the TV behind a picture frame and it would look and feel like a painting when it's not in use. You can even get creative and make a gallery wall together with other paintings, turning something rather ugly and functional into something beautiful. Improved mood and psychological comfort. Studies have observed a similar benefit of reduced blood pressure and cortisol when participants were asked to look at flowers or imagery of flowers. Floral patterns and prints are often perceived as aesthetically pleasing, and studies have found that environments decorated with aesthetic elements can improve mood and increase psychological comfort. Flowers and floral designs carry positive symbolic meanings in many cultures, often associated with nature, growth, and rebirth. According to the attention restoration theory, or short art, by Rachel and Stephen Kaplan, and other subsequent studies, symbols of nature, including stylized floral patterns, can help restore mental fatigue and focus. It's not a surprise then that depictions of flowers in art have been prevalent throughout centuries and across every culture in the world. One specific place that has always fascinated me has been the depiction of flowers on textiles like floral prints and embroidery. Growing up in Romania, I have been fascinated with the embroidery and weaving of my grandmothers. They would regularly make covers, window treatments, and carpets, which they would use to decorate their modest rural homes. Floral motifs were in almost every piece of textile work, adding a new natural dimension to the interior space. So where might you use floral patterns? You can use them on the upholstery of sofas, armchairs, or even ottomans. This can be a simple statement piece in a living room or a reading nook. Bedding and pillows can be very interesting eye-catchers in the room. They're also low commitment and seasonal, meaning you can change the covers if you want less pattern in the room, for example. Floral tapestries can be equally interesting. More and more artists are creating true pieces of art using textiles, weaving, and embroidery techniques to create beautiful, nature-resembling pieces of art. The advantage of using floral fabrics as wall hangings or tapestries is that they can add texture and color to walls without the commitment of wallpaper. And finally, carpets and rugs can really tie a room together. This can be especially effective in neutral or minimalist spaces, adding a splash of color on organic shapes. Number 3. Enhance creativity and focus. A study by Bellman, Yonides, and Kaplan, titled The Cognitive Benefits of Interacting with Nature, suggests that interacting with natural environments can improve creativity and focus. Viewing images of nature was included as a form of interaction with similar effects. How might you use nature art to support your creativity and focus? You may consider designing your workspace with nature art in mind, and for this section of this video, I will focus on 2 things: nature-inspired sculptures and photographic art. Nature-inspired sculptures mimic natural forms such as plants, waves, and even abstract natural phenomena, and add a tactile, 3-dimensional quality to your workspace. Wood and clay sculptures have something very beautiful to them, and they can even be mixed with plants in the form of very artistic plant pots or vases. You can also utilize high-quality photographs of natural landscapes. Waterscapes are particularly appreciated for their calming effects. This can be printed on large canvases, as standalone pieces, or as part of a gallery wall, offering a window to the world's natural beauty directly in your workspace. Images of landscapes such as forests, oceans, and mountains can help reduce stress and inspire creative thinking. Well-being. There's something inherently healing about nature. Hospitals and healthcare settings often use artworks depicting nature scenes because they have been shown to help patients recover faster, thanks in part to their calming effects. A study published in the Frontiers in Psychology found that participants who viewed visual stimuli of natural elements, including stylized nature prints and graphical representation of plants and flowers, experienced significant reduction in stress and improvements in mood. The study highlighted that these nature-inspired visual elements were more effective at promoting stress recovery compared to abstract art or urban scenes. So far, we've discussed art canvases, digital projections, floral textiles, photographic art, and nature-inspired sculptures. The final way I would encourage you to incorporate nature art into your home is through painted surfaces. Let's have a look at a couple of options. Wallpaper and murals are a beautiful way to add color and elements of surprise in any space. Large-scale murals of natural landscapes can transform a room, making it feel more expansive and connected to the natural world, which boosts mood and reduces stress. They can be beautiful both in large spaces, like the living room, and can turn small spaces, like the corridors, niches, or bathrooms, into beautiful jewels that add color and surprise to your home. Tiles can also bring the natural aesthetic of the outdoors indoors. In the kitchen, a backsplash with herbal or floral designs not only adds functionality, but also infuses daily routines with the subtle joy of nature. Painted furniture is another element that appears repeatedly in the interior decor of many cultures around the world. Cabinets, chests, and drawers are often used as canvases for beautiful floral patterns that attract the eye and make the room shine. As we conclude, take a moment to reflect on the spaces around you. Integrating nature-inspired art isn't merely about aesthetics, it's about crafting a sanctuary that enhances well-being. Consider starting with one small change. Even a single artwork can profoundly transform your environment. For those inspired to dive deeper and translate these concepts into your living spaces, I've crafted a special worksheet. It includes fun quizzes and reflection exercises based on the lessons of this video, designed to guide your thinking and help you apply these ideas within your home. You'll find a link for it in the description. And if you wish to learn more about styling your home with plants, check out the video How to Style Your Home with Plants, a room-by-room guide.